Welcome, viewers, to this presentation on learning how to learn. I wanted to make this video for a long time, but I did not have enough confidence, and I also was not very clear on many aspects, and therefore I spent last 4 or 5 days just clarifying my own doubts. So, this topic, which is learning how to learn, it comes from two main subjects. The first subject is neuroscience, the study of brain and the nervous system, neurons, the communication through neurons. And the second subject is called cognitive psychology. So, first of all, I would not like to pretend that I have any kind of expertise in any of these subjects. My interest in this topic is because I'm a teacher, and I see in my classroom students struggling. So, since it is my responsibility to facilitate learning of my students, to help them with learning, I'm making this presentation. I have compiled information, concepts, ideas from four sources, five sources, five. The first source is the course on Coursera MOOC. MOOC stands for Massive Open Online Courses. And on Coursera, there is a course called Learning How to Learn by two specialists, Dr. Barbara Oakley and Dr. Terence Siniowski. The second source is a website of Brain Institute, Queensland, Australia. The third source for my learning is a website called brainfacts.org. They also have a YouTube channel, and I watched a few videos on working of brain, neurons on this particular channel. I have also gone through another site today. It is called Simple Psychology, and I'll share links of all these resources in the description of this video below, so that you may study on your own and confirm for yourself whether what I'm saying is valid or not. So, I once again repeat that I'm not presenting this as an expert. I'm sharing this as a learner, as an experienced teacher who wants to help the learner learn as easily and as effortlessly as possible. All right. So, the first thing is learning is difficult for everybody. Learning is difficult for everybody, and therefore, if you don't like learning, don't feel bad about it. You're not inferior, number one. Then, it is not as if we control everything. Our brain is a part of our body. It has its own structure, its own organization. It has its own inner working. And honestly, even the scientists who are doing research on this, even they admit, they also know that everything is not known to science. I would like to share about another source which really helped me realize the difficulty about learning. This I learned in a book of organic chemistry by Morrison and Boyd. I think most Indians who have prepared for IIT or medical entrance exam, they would certainly have heard this name of the two authors, Morrison and Boyd. When I was a student myself in class 11 and 12, I had not heard about it, because even though I was a science student, I was not really keen to study science. But since my father believed that I should study science, so I was in science. My mind was not in it. But then, life has a way of teaching us. So my father suggested that I should go to IIT, But I had other ideas. But today, when I'm a father myself, I am again guiding my own children to study science. So I'll not digress much, otherwise you lose interest in my discussion. So coming back to Morrison and Boyd, when my son went to class 11, we live in Hajipur and it is a small town. We only have one IIT coaching institute. That too has opened only recently, Samarthya classes, and it is very expensive. So I asked my son, since we cannot go for a coaching, or do you think I should help you with your preparations? So he thought for a moment and he said, okay, you can help me with organic chemistry. When I was a student, I think I had never studied organic chemistry. I never understood it. But I think because of my son, because of my elder son, I had to study science. I had to learn science. Until class 10, I have finished science book, and I also finished mathematics book. I've also studied maths NCRT book of class 11. Little bit of class 12 also I've studied. Organic chemistry, just to help my son, I studied for I think 3 months continuously, and I finished at least 6 chapters of that book. So in Morrison and Boyd, there was a statement. The chapter was the structure of the alkane, alkene, alkyne, no, the tetrahedron structure and that triangular structure, all that structure. So the author says in that book that don't think that it is actually true, that actually the carbon atom and the hydrogen atom are arranged exactly in this shape. He says it is all conjecture. Now my English is decent, my English is comfortable, so I understand what conjecture is. Conjecture is an educated guess. So even the structure of that benzene, that ring structure, it is believed that some scientist, some chemist, he thought of a dream where a snake was swallowing itself, and the tail of the snake was in its mouth, and from that image, the scientist thought of this structure of benzene, and this structure was able to explain all the results of experiments. So Morrison and Boyd was a very valuable learning experience. First of all, it helped me realize that even scientists who we all respect, who we all think of as great minds, experts, for the first time I realized that even they struggle. And many things, even they are not very clear about. And second thing which I learned in Morrison and Boyd was organic chemistry is vast. And number of compounds which are created every year runs into millions. And it is a very integral part of our everyday life, organic chemistry. In fact, organic means life or related to life. So Morrison and Boyd, they say that it is impossible to remember all these compounds, all these results of experiment which keep on taking place in all the labs around the world every day, every month. And they said, therefore, to help us remember, we have to classify. We have to classify these millions of compounds into simple structures, simple organizations, and define some key characteristics of these categories. So learning millions of compounds and learning a limited number of classifications, which is easier, is obvious. And that is why you will find in all the books, in all the subjects, the number of facts is vast, it is huge. And even scientists admit, even scientists agree that it is very challenging for them to remember all of it. So the learning begins by understanding classifications. Classifications are categorizations of multiple things into simple groups with special characteristics, unique characteristics, which makes it distinct from other groups. And then learning about a limited number of groups is much easier and much simpler. So this is the learning from Morrison and Boyd. I think I would like to stop um, in this video at this point of time, and I would come back to you in another video and carry on from this point onwards, because I do not want to make a very long video and make you lose your patience. So thank you very much. If you require any assistance with any of the thoughts or words I've used in this video, please, you are requested to ask in the comments of this video below, and I'll answer you within 48 hours. I promise you that. Thank you for watching this video till this far, and thank you for learning how to learn. Best of luck.